Welcome to My on Mondays, an explorative approach to the possessive my through narratives, art, and sound. Each Monday brings a new creation and unique perspective. My on Mondays is brought to you by MING Studios, a contemporary art space and international artist residency program dedicated to the exhibition, experience, and exploration of arts and culture. Along with exhibiting artists from around the world, MING also serves the community by hosting innovative programs including performances, workshops, screenings, readings, artist talks, and other cultural activities. For more information, or if you'd like to participate in My on Mondays, you can visit our website at mingstudios.org. Hello and welcome to the 14th episode of My on Mondays. Our guest today is Blake Rundle. Jesse is a songwriter and poet, originally from Kansas, currently living in Boise, Idaho. He released his debut, Radishes and Flowers, in April 2020, which is the feature of his piece today, titled My Harmonium.
I'm Blake Rundle, and this is My Harmonium. I made a piece of music called Radishes and Flowers that's a song cycle inspired by Wallace Stevens' first book of poems, Harmonium. It was published in 1923 and entered the public domain in 2019, which is what allowed me to make music inspired by it. The project took several years to complete, and as I was finishing it, I kept getting questions from friends asking why I made this. Why would I spend so much time focused on this poetry of Wallace Stevens, this guy that very few people read anymore? And so I went digging, trying to excavate that part of myself that brought this thing to life. And I wrote a statement explaining how this came about and what I was trying to do with this project. I'm going to read that statement today and then play Radishes and Flowers for you. Here it is. I don't know why I made this, except that I felt compelled. In the wake of my mother's death when I was 27, everything felt unsteady, and I needed some path forward. I was looking for words that would take me somewhere, words that mattered. She was young when she died, and we were her caretakers in the last years. It was a special time and an intense time. At the end, everything crumbled. The stable center of our family life was gone, and the musical center too. She taught us all to play and sing as kids, and the house was filled with music throughout our lives. Christmas sing-alongs, church choirs, and late-night piano solos. In the midst of that grief, I didn't have much I wanted to say. Everything inside me felt jumbled and dark, and the faith tradition I knew felt empty and full of platitudes. I went searching. A few years before, in Santa Fe, there was a group of us that spent much of our time out of class, listening to music, discussing poetry, talking and laughing. One friend was always plucking out Bach's First Fugue. Dylan Thomas was on the record player. Another friend was scribbling in a notebook. It was a swell time. A friend from that group left town, and as a parting gift, she gave me a copy of Wallace Stevens' Harmonium. It was one of those rare gifts. She had picked out something I didn't know I needed. I never saw her again after that. Over the years, the poems seeped into the way I think, the way I see. I carried that book around with me to parks, coffee shops, and airplanes. Reading the poem, The Emperor of Ice Cream, in those days was mostly confusing, and it wasn't until writing the album that it hit home. With the dead woman's feet sticking out under the sheet, they show how cold she is and dumb. It just made me weep. But poems like The Death of a Soldier captured a Kansas boy's imagination with the clouds and the wind from the beginning. I still recall the windy day I first read it in Santa Fe, with the cloudy skies overhead and that pure image, When the Wind Stops, sticking in my mind. It was a chilling but real feeling. It is hard to look death in the face. So around 2017, I started writing. The first song was a surprise. The book was open and I had a guitar, but after that, it quickly became a mission. I started shaping them into a song cycle and playing them around Boise. It was around then that I met Nate Agambrod and started working in his studio. He became a partner in bringing the project to life. I had no idea how many people would join me to help along the way. At many points, I've almost given up, and would have, without the encouragement of friends. But the muse speaks, so here it is.
As the immense dew Florida brings forth the big fin palm and the green vine angering for life. As the immense dew Florida brings forth love and calm from the beholder, beholding all these green sides and gold sides of green sides, and blessed mornings and lightning colors. So when we come flinging forms, flames, and the flakes of flames, as the immense dew Florida brings forth the big fin palm and the green vine angering for life. As the immense dew Florida, as the immense dew Florida, as the immense dew dressed in calico. They danced around a stump, dressed in calico. They danced around a stump. They cried, flesh and air, of the flesh and air. Dressed in calico, they danced around the stump. Dressed in calico, they danced around the stump. They cried, they cried, green water, clear and warm. Susanna lay, she searched the touch of springs and found concealed imaginings. She sighed for so much melody. She stood in the cool of spent emotions. She felt among the leaves the dew of old devotions. She walked upon the grass, still quavering. The winds were like her maids on timbered feet, fetching her woven scars, yet wavering. bank she stood in the cool of spent emotions. She felt among the leaves the dew of old devotions. She walked upon the grass, still quavering. The winds were like her maids on timid feet, fetching her woven scars, yet wavering. Like tambourines came her attendant Byzantines. They wondered why Susanna cried against the elders by her side. And as they whispered, the refrain was like a willow swept by rain, and on their lamps uplifted flame revealed Susanna and her shame. Byzantines fled with a noise like tambourines. Beauty is momentary in the mind. Beauty is momentary in the mind. Beauty is momentary. Tracing of a portal, but in the flesh it is immortal. Tracing of a portal. In the flesh it is immortal. shine like bronze that reflects not me, nor any inner part of my being. Shine like fire that mirrors nothing. Shine like bronze that reflects not me, nor any inner part of my being. Shine like fire that mirrors nothing. Bucks wind clattering over Oklahoma. Fire cat bristled in the way. Clattering until they swerved in a swift circular line to the right because of the fire cat. Swerved fishing cups, Cubis and curds. And let the girls dawdle in such dress, and let the boys bring flowers and old news. Let be finale of scene, let be finale of scene. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. Let be finale of scene, let be finale of scene. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. Dresser of deal, lacking the 3 glass knobs, a sheet on which she embroidered fantails once, and spread it so as to cover her face. And if her feet protrude, they show how cold she is and dumb. Let the lamp affix its beam, let the lamp affix its beam. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. Let be finale of scene, let be finale of scene. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. Let the lamp affix its beam, let the lamp affix its beam. The only emperor is the emperor of ice cream. Must have a mind of winter to regard the frost on the boughs of the pine trees crusted with snow, and have been cold a long time. January sun. And not to think of any misery in the sound of the wind, in the sound of a few leaves, which is the sound of the land full of the same wind that is blowing same bare place. life contracts and death is expected, as in a season of autumn the soldier falls. He does not become a 3 days personage, imposing his separation, calling for love. He does not become a 3 days personage, imposing his separation, calling for love. Death is absolute and without memorial, as in the season of autumn when the wind stops. When the wind stops and over the heavens the clouds go nevertheless in their direction. When the wind stops and over the heavens the clouds go nevertheless in their direction. Death is absolute and without memorial, as in the season of autumn when the wind stops. When the wind stops and over the heavens the clouds go nevertheless in their direction. When the wind stops and over the heavens the clouds go nevertheless in their direction. When the wind stops and over the heavens the clouds go nevertheless in their direction. Death is absolute and without memorial, as in a season of autumn, a season of autumn, a season of autumn. When the wind stops. Ursula in a garden found a bed of radishes. She knelt upon the ground and gathered round the flowers, blue, golden, green. She dressed in red and gold brocade, and in the grass offering made of radishes and flowers. She said, my dear, upon your altar I have placed the marguerite and coquelicot and roses frail as April snow. Where none can see, I make an offering of radishes and flowers. And then she wept for fear the Lord would not accept.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to bringing you more episodes of My on Mondays. Please join us again.